Hey everybody, David Rogers here, PDGA 76075. I wanted coming here to do a quick in the bag. I've got a Music City Open coming up this weekend and playing advance for the first time in a big tournament like this, so I'm excited to play. I don't get paid to throw Prodigy, but I've been throwing it for a long time. Love the plastic, love the players, love the company, and I really love these discs, so I'm going to do a quick one. So PD stamp PA3 350G. Been throwing this a long time. Not this particular one, but this one goes in the basket all the time. Newest one in my bag is straight to a little bit overstable. Got this one from Matthew Yeager. Shout out to him. Thank you so much for that. And the longest PA3 in my bag, 40 to 50 feet, maybe even farther out. And for Anheuser putts, it is quite beat in, as you can see. So on to my throwing putters. I got a 750 PA3. Really flat, feels kind of domey, very stable. Great for kind of windy shots that I want to be able to control the speed, and a straight to woods thrower. It's a 400 Glow PA3. Got the Archer on there. It's a misprint stamp, but it's a great disc. Very gummy, very different feel than the 750 PA3. Got one more throwing putter. It's the PA4 in 300 plastic. Obviously, if you've thrown Prodigy, you know what that one does. The higher the number, the more understable it is. It'll flip up and just continue to go right. It's a great disc. Woods, tight shots, or anything like that. I got a 750 A3. It's the newest disc in my bag. It's really flat, as you can see. And it's a great disc that I'm going to continue to throw some more. Call it my Kevin Jones special. I got two discs right here. It's an A2. I got two of them in my bag. This is a 300 plastic. As you can kind of see the light going off of it. It's very, hit a lot of trees with it. Makes it really nice, really consistent, very glidey. The more trees you hit, the glidier this one gets. But it's got that 300 plastic, really grippy. It'll stay where you put it all the time. I got a 400 series one if I'm looking to get some skip on there. And that was not been in my bag quite as long. Now for the disc that's been in my bag the longest, 400G M4. This is a money disc. Flip up to hyzer, flip up to straight, flip up to, depends on how much hyzer you put on it. M4 is probably the best mid-range I've ever thrown, and I love the M2 a lot, which is the next disc I'm going to show you. I don't have any backups in my bag. I don't tend to lose those very often, but I've got some in my practice bag. I've got this 400 series M2, which is straight to stable. I can flip it up just a little bit and it just rides for a long way. I can get that one out to about 350 feet. Now into my fairway drivers, I've got one. It's a Proto F5 with a really pretty purple dye stamp on there. Probably one of the best straight discs in my bag. I've got two more that are very similar to that, but I'll get to my FX series first. I've got two FX2s. Got this really super flat FX2, very overstable, more overstable than this one, but shout out to Brad Mizraini for hooking me up with this one from the Pasture Open. Fantastic disc. If you haven't gotten this one, it's Chris Dickerson special, helped design the disc. Deeper rim, but just mega glide. This is a staple in my bag. I throw this for any flat to hyzer shots that are maybe 350 feet in, that don't require a high speed driver. This is a great disc for that. On to my H series. I've had the H series in my bag probably the longest. This one right here is a Music City Open H3 V2, the year that they came out with this one, the V2 series. This one will flip up, glide really straight, great woods disc, and for one of my favorite players, Will Schustrick. Unfortunately, I lose discs every now and then, so I got to replace them. So I got a new 500 series. Had a 750 core team stamp, and I lost it, left it on the field somewhere, but I got a replacement with Will on there, and it's a great disc. Gotta always have one of these in the bag for me. Got a couple more. Got the H1 V2. This is a great disc. Forehands, backhands, 325 and in, depends on what you're looking for. Great in headwinds, very reliable, very consistent. Not a ton of glide, but you don't really want a lot of glide out of this, but an incredible utility disc. H4 V2, Kayla Visca, flip up, ride right, depends on the shot you need. This will help you shape just about any shot. Trying to find a nice tight gap in the woods. If you're trying to get a nice turnover shot that's long, it's a little bit longer than what you have in your bag for my M4 or for my PA4, this is perfect for that. These 4 series discs are great for those flip up shots. Now on to some of the more fun discs in the bag. X3, Music City Open stamp. This is a great disc, very long, flip up hyzer, flat, glide for a really long way, good to go. D3, I've had a lot of D3s in my bag. This one is currently really understable. It's a 750 series, flip up, roll for a really, really long way. Or I can do it in a tailwind and it'll glide for a long way. Love the D3. Lost quite a few over the years, unfortunately. Now to my D2s. The D2 is probably one of the reasons why I love Prodigy. I have 5 of them in my bag, and sometimes more, depending on the shots that I'm looking to have. So, most overstable, shout out to So Blue Productions. They are a great production crew for shooting disc golf. Taylor Hawley's really good. Andy Burns, love those guys. Shout out to Tuscaloosa Disc Golf Club, another great D2. I got 2 of those in here, another stamp for Tuscaloosa Disc Golf Club. This is the flippiest D2 that I have. It's great for 400 feet and in, flip up to right a little bit. Most overstable was that So Blue D2. These 2 are my bomb D2s. So this is a factory second. And this is a 400G D2 distance driver. Both different grips, and they flip up just slightly differently. Depends on what I'm looking for, what the wind's like. But I'm probably reaching for one of these 2 discs. And for some of my new favorites, I didn't carry a D1 for a long time because that D2 was so overstable. It's probably the most overstable D1 I've ever had. It's the closest thing to an X1 that I've ever thrown, and it's just straight beef, like straight out of the cow. It's great. And to my Matteo D1s, Roll Tide from Tuscaloosa. Got a nice D1 right here, and a misprint Matteo D1. This one's a little bit more overstable. I use these for forehands. Use this one for forehands primarily. This one is it has a slight hyzer flip, but always comes back to the left. But this will ride really straight for about 400 to 425 feet, depending on what I'm looking for. So that's it. That's my in the bag. I hope y'all enjoy this. Y'all saw my son make a short appearance to my right earlier, but y'all have a great night and look forward to throwing some Prodigy. Y'all have a great day.